Well, the holidays have come and gone once again, but if you've forgotten to get that special someone in your life a gift, well, Mint Mobile is extending their holiday offer of half off unlimited wireless. So here's the idea. You get it now, you call it an early present for next year. What do you have to lose? Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Limited time 50% off regular price for new customers. Upfront payment required. $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan. Taxes and fees extra. Speeds may slow after 50 gigabytes per month when network is busy. See terms.
Welcome to Witchcast!
'Cause it's Witchcast.
I'm Emily.
I'm Kate.
And we're your co-hosts of this, the Witchcast podcast.
That's right. We're your learning, growing, ever-evolving novice witches here to explore everything under the woo-woo, esoteric, spiritual umbrella.
And it's a stunning umbrella full of interesting people.
Very interesting people, including our very special guest for today's episode. We're so excited to welcome him. He's a close friend. He is a longtime listener, a magical anarchist, recovering crystal girly, and scientist. Welcome, Tim Short.
Hello! Oh my God! I am actually on the episodes, not just listening.
It's so you. Different? It's so meta. You're in the world.
What do I do with all this power?
Bestow it among the other listeners.
Bring it in, everyone.
It is possible. You too can join.
You too could be on the Witchcast podcast if you listen long enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Aspire greatly, listeners. You too can be here.
Yeah. For the low price of $19.99 a month, you too can.
That's how they get you. They get you to go to $19. I'm ready.
Yeah. Tim's been paying a long time.
Yeah. This is the Patreon level stuff. So.
Yeah.
We really should get that set up. But anyway, Tim, you're not just a listener. You're also a good friend, and you are quite magical. You're quite intelligent. Like you're a chemist. You said chemical engineer.
A chemist engineer. Not a chemist. Not a chemical.
I've known you for like 8 years, and I'm still like, what is your job again?
Most people don't understand it.
Yeah.
I fell into it accidentally.
Whoa. So tell us about that. Yeah. So what is your relationship to magic? Because I know there's a lot we need to discuss.
Yeah.
And science. Like how did those come about in your life, and do they intermix at all? And
they do, in a very bizarre way. It happened again very recently, but the journey started, I guess, when I was about 14, 15. A guy I worked with, Ken, was kind of my like first guru, sage, what have you, that kind of brought me into that world of everything. And he's not at all what you would expect from somebody who is in the world of the woo witchcraft. Like, he did have that kind of like new age vibe because he was a little bit older than me, but he was also like from the Bronx and like had a wild history through like the 70s and 80s. So I kind of took that with me too. Like, witchcraft, it doesn't look like what you expect. Like, it's everywhere and everybody can be. And that was kind of like the big kind of, become the anarchist. Nothing is sacred. Try everything. But he was the one who just put a bit of hematite in my hand. He goes, "You need this." Ooh. And that was the journey. And then all of a sudden it was, I've got opinions on citrine and soapstone and I'm sleeping upon turquoise. But we were talking about recovering. I moved across the country a few times, and the last trip across the country, going to San Diego, my ex who I was with at the time, we planted those crystals along the path. That was kind of me like purging all of that. So if you ever do the drive from Jersey to Southern California, you're passing by about a dozen or so stones at various rest stops and points along the highways. So if you find a stone, take it. It's clean, I swear.
You probably made someone's total day with that. Like, can you imagine coming across these beautiful crystals that's awesome.
At a rest stop in Oklahoma. So you too can find crystals. Take some time.
A giant scavenger hunt. Go forth and find free crystals.
Exactly.
But so how did science come into the picture?
Do you want the real answer or the answer I tell everyone?
The real answer.
I'll give the answer I tell everyone first.
Okay. Yeah, give us both.
I read Swiss Family Robinson when I was a kid, and I've been obsessed with being able to do everything on my own and living on a secluded island away from everyone. So I wanted to know how to purify water, make electricity, do all that, and chemistry covered it. The real answer is I took AP chemistry in high school, and my professor, rightly so, said, "You will never be a chemist." And I'm published and he's dead, so I win.
Yeah.
I was right. I was total like slacker, but I took that. It was spite.
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
how I've done most of my life, is like if someone says I can't do something, that is 90% for sure the thing I'm going to end up doing for the next 5 years.
You are talking to two Scorpio heavy girlies right now. We live off spite.
It's a little weird. I'm a very Piscean, so I'm like in the clouds, but this really focused me down. It was like, oh, really? He was right though.
Wait, okay, I'm sorry. I also just love that the one you tell everyone hints at a lot of childhood trauma. Where the one you don't.
Deep-seated broken home trauma. No, the trauma was
I
didn't
will be
have a terrible childhood.
completely independent.
You're like, I don't want to rely on anyone.
No, nothing at all. Well, I was a latchkey kid growing up. My
Mhm.
parents split, and so I was like cooking at 8 and doing all that stuff. And I was like, nah, man, let me just be on an island. Me. And then like, tree houses and shit. Oh yeah, I'm like obsessed with primitive technology on YouTube. Do you watch that guy?
No, but color me intrigued.
We can plug him. He's just in the woods and he builds stuff out of like clay and stone. Doesn't say a word. Just you watch him building these things and it's fascinating. He started smelting metal recently.
Ooh.
I cannot recommend it highly enough.
It's like live action Minecraft.
Yeah,
Awesome.
that was another thing I was fixated on for a little bit too long.
I love Minecraft.
I do have one more question, just going through the bio details we've already covered, which is, what is a chemist engineer?
Yes.
All right, I'll give you the quick story. I was a bench chemist for years and years and years, which is just like you're the guy on the bench. You do the thing that you think chemistry is. That's that.
Yeah,
it's like
Pouring liquids into beakers.
That's exactly it. Little tiny
That's
pipettes
what I
and stuff.
picture.
Had an accident. Fractured my skull, almost drowned, and like one of the thoughts was, I can't believe I'm still working at the place I'm working. While you're dying, that's like, oh man, that's your thought. That's what you're going out with. So I quit right after that, and luckily I got into this thing where I joined a company that works on instrumentation because I was in a small lab and I worked on instrumentation. So they were just like, hey, do you want to sell this stuff? And I was like, yeah. And I hated it because I hate selling things. Because if you don't need it, I'm not going to sell it to you.
You're so good at it, though. You're very silver-tongued.
I know, but I'd rather sell like fun stuff, not like, do you need an HPLC? Do you want to analyze this? Like, no, it was real scummy. But I found the world of like working on the instrumentation and training people on how to use it. So a bunch of companies took me under their wing, and I got to travel around the country messing around with everybody's labs. So and it really satisfied me like that. I don't know if you guys had the same thing, but when you were a kid, like trick or treating, I loved peeking into people's homes and seeing.
Oh.
What do you do? Oh, what's in there? I don't care about the candy. Tell me where your TV is. So now I get to see everybody's labs, and it's just like, it's exciting because everybody's kind of like a little bit different. So
Nice.
yeah, I'm down to like 4 states left I haven't been to. So I've seen labs in almost every
Whoa.
state. Wyoming
You're
only had,
really
like, one
covering
lab.
America.
Yeah, exactly. I know all
You're
your.
Rolling Stone.
Yeah, the nomad life.
Also, very Piscean. I feel like you've had a million lives. Like I did not know that you fractured your skull. I don't know, but like I was like, which instance was this? Because Tim, you've had like so many near-death experiences. I feel like.
God, well, that's the second drowning. First one was when I was a kid. I didn't even think at that time. I was just like, oh, drowning.
I feel like all the Pisces I know are like this. Like they just are like somehow narrowly escaping death and like getting into scrapes.
Honestly, we should be
Final
dead.
destination shit.
If you're a Pisces, please write in and tell us your near-death experience, or if you disagree with me, I want to know.
We want to know how you almost died.
That could be a whole episode, I suppose.
Oh, that could be. It's viewer mail. But yeah, so I got into this little world of doing that, and that's what I've been doing now for 11 years. God.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, awesome.
So how does that? So tell us more about then that your love of crystals that kind of was inspired by this guru, role model. How did that grow and change? Like how does it relate to your career now, if it does at all, or through the years? That was a really poorly worded question. I'm sorry.
No, it's actually really interesting. I've kind of gone through a Piscean thing. I've gone through like phases where I was very into the woo-woo, and I was like, this is it. This is everything. This is how it's going to be. And then science happened. I was like, no, science is everything. If you can't explain it with chemistry, it doesn't exist. If you go long enough into chemistry, you end up hitting this weird wall, and engineering too, where things just stop making sense. And there's a degree of high superstition when you start getting into something like the analytic chemistry world. There are countless labs across this country where people treat their instrumentation like a person. And it has opinions, and it will react a certain way. And if you treat it a certain way and talk to it a certain way, it will be a certain way. And And these are people that are very, very serious about like, no, I'm a scientist and I'm this and I have PhDs and all this. They'll go, yeah, don't turn this light off because it's going to make the other system upset. Just leave that light on. There was a lab where they named all of their freezers after dead rock stars in the hope that they don't go down. Because if the freezer goes down, all the samples are lost. So that's kind of their little. There's like labs that have small altars next to all their systems, where they're kind of like praying to them, like, just give me good results. That's all I need.
Like sacrificing a Reese's Pieces every time.
You joke, but it kind of happens.
That's so wild.
It's very wild, and I kind of hit the end of my like learning path here, and I'm on the system that works now, and it's for those of you at home who want to look it up, it's an inductively coupled plasma mass spectrometer.
Yes, that.
Well, that old chestnut. And it's hard to adequately explain how bizarre it is, but you're using magnetic fields, you're using electromagnetic fields and radio frequencies to align two fields to cause a gas, argon, that's not normally flammable, to burst into flames of like 3,500 degrees and a gorgeous purple, to blast things through so you can measure the individual atoms of things.
Wow.
And you think, oh yeah, very straightforward, you're doing this. It's not. It's the most magical thing I've ever seen in my entire life. If it doesn't want to turn on, it won't turn on. And it's not explicable, makes no sense. Did you make it happy? Talk to it. I've had one where I've fully taken it apart, found nothing wrong, put it all back together, and it was fine and working.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to turn it off and on again, you know?
This one you have to talk to it nicely. So I have my senior engineer who was training me. Very, 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 this is science, this is engineering, this is how it works. Our system wasn't working. And he goes, all right, fine. Kind of just stroked the front of it and said, it's okay whenever you're ready. Immediately lit up. We did nothing different.
She just needs you to be nice about it. Yeah.
And that's what it is. So I've kind of been diving, after this discovery over the last couple of years, it's been diving headfirst into, isn't technomagy a thing? Isn't technomancy something? And there are a couple of people touching on it, but...
Ooh, interesting.
What
have you learned? Tell us a little bit.
Yeah, what's technomancy?
There are a couple people that are making kind of educated guesses of like, okay, can we try this? Have we tried that? Like people putting runes on their computers and stuff like that. But if you really think about it, and this is what really messing with me, we have technology on us all the time now. I think we're both of an age where we were like, oh, we had a landline phone and we were free from that. But we always have a phone on us now. We always have technology on us. And there's got to be a little bit of magic with that. There's something there. It feels like something. So this is kind of like I guess an entreatment to your audience, like go be weird with technology for a minute. Let them be separate worlds. Let them be.
My old iMac, when I had to export video, I would have to put my hands on it to keep it from crashing.
You have a blessing here. Hold on.
Yeah, I would be like,
heal. Exactly. And there's so many of these things, you know, with technology. When things aren't working, unplugging and replugging it, sure. But sometimes you just need to give it a little, like, coaxing. Are you going to carve a rune into the back of your router for better speeds, you know?
Ooh.
What does it take? And if you think about it, too, I had a really weird issue with one of our systems we were working on years ago. For whatever reason, we were getting a big spike for no reason at all. Turns out the neighbor had Wi-Fi that was messing with the signaling on our system. And I gotta phrase this properly. We put a little thing called a ferrite core around one of the cables, and it fixed the entire problem. But all that was taking a stone and wrapping it around a cable and plugging the cable in. That fixed the problem. So
you know.
Like when everybody says, "Oh, crystals don't work," I'll be like, "Listen, I have."
But like literally, yeah, like they're used in scientific applications. Like science uses quartz and diamonds, and like literally physically uses the properties of these minerals and rocks to make things happen. So like, why wouldn't they also help you get a job? I don't know.
Yeah. Why shouldn't you be allowed to ask one to protect your house while you're out?
How do you know it's not doing that? Come on. I think that my anarchist anger is like of the gulf between the technology and the woo-woo esoteric crafty. I want that to go away.
Yeah.
I want everybody to feel like they could dance on both sides.
Well, a lot of witches believe that like magic is just science we haven't been able to explain yet, right? Like that's a very common thing we've talked about here, and I think a lot of other modern like witchy people would agree to, because like everything that we know of today's technology and advancements was considered magic and sorcery just a few, few decades ago, honestly. Like, so we're rapidly expanding our knowledge all the time. Like, why would we not question, like, why would anything be off the table mentally for us as a species? I think is like crazy. The fact that people are willing to discount anything just because you don't have the paperwork behind it yet, that's wild.
Exactly. That's I'm kind of my whole remaining crystal girly part of me. It says we just aren't able to measure what's going on with it yet.
Yes.
There's a huge world of where we can't measure things yet, and I feel like that's part of it. So give it time.
I mean, there are also things that are just like belief. Like I don't want to give a blanket like pass to all like religions and beliefs as being maybe science. Like like...
yes. Right.
But I hear what you're saying.
No, belief definitely plays a big part in it too. I think what you believe in, and that's the premise, at least what I was taught of like the crystals, it focuses your energy, thought, belief into something more cogent. So if you have that and you can measure it, it's got to be something there. So
totally.
I also feel like this is a common mentality people have that I see online about like hexes, like they're only real if you believe in them working, or like the idea of the self-fulfilling prophecy, right? Like our minds are really capable of, and you could argue that this is like from a psychological point of view, this is like, unconscious bias. Like there's so many different terms nowadays that we have to like qualify that, oh yes, well this is happening because of how our weird brains work. But like I think it is because we believe it to be so. Like we name things and then that makes it what it is. There's so not to say again every religion is right. Like we're not like, but like I'm just saying like we give value, like that's what human existence is to me. It's like us giving value to these seemingly completely innocuous like non-tangentible things,
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, once you name and identify a thing, it gives it some kind of power. I mean, the whole Fae thing of, oh, give me your name. Yeah, no, not gonna do that. Kind of thing. If you give it a name, you've given it a power. So,
So as a scientist, do you feel like, from your perspective, that all the answers should be? Do you want to find all the answers, or do you think some answers are better left unknown?
I don't know. I like the hunt of the answer. Like trying to find it is way more fun than actually finding it. Like I want to chase the car. I don't want to catch the car. Like give me whispers and let me keep going. But yeah, I would like to see some vindication. I would like to see some kind of like, oh no, see, they were right the whole time. So it's a very mixed bag in my own head. And I think too, and this is just my scientific opinion of things, I feel like science has lost a little bit of the wonder. Like we've lost the deep scientific method for this world of academia and research and all that nonsense. We've lost that. Oh, I noticed something. Let's go digging into that. If it's not profitable and somebody's not funding it, it's not happening.
Word.
So there's a ton of stuff that's just out there that's just not being looked at. And I just wish there were more people out there just looking at it. So, it's science was always the great equalizer because anybody can do it. But it's kind of become very siloed and sheltered, and you must have a degree, and you must go here, and you must do this, and I hate that so much.
What are some? Totally agree. What are some areas or subjects that you would love to explore more, or do you think that needs more wonder? Like, do you have any specific examples?
God,
what are you obsessed in, like, spiraling about these days?
Oh, my spirals these days? Okay, science spirals. I have plenty of other spirals, but the science spirals are RF energy. So RF radio frequencies. That's a huge field of It's a huge subfield of electrical engineering, and it's so ridiculously math heavy that it is so off-putting to everybody, but it is everywhere and everything right now. Like every part of your life is dictated by radio frequencies. You have a ton of radio frequency stuff on you, and the knowledge is there, but oh my God, the hurdles to get over it are insane. Like I've had to redo calculus over again just to kind of be able to talk intelligently about. And I was angry about that. But it's there, and there's just so much free knowledge out there, but it's a big hurdle to go through, and I really want to understand it more. That's kind of been my big thing, because it's magic. you're matching frequencies of networks that aren't really connected to each other, and they're interacting. And how does the key fob in your car know that it's for your car, not a million other cars, and all this? And how does your Easy Pass work? And all these little things.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
very
that was like 10 years ago. I woke up one day and I was like, I don't know what Wi-Fi is. And I had to like sit and read for like a day to just be like, how does the internet work? Like,
and then you're down a rabbit hole, and
it's
like this means this, and this does that, and this does this like this. It's like, no, man, this is so much stuff.
Yeah.
There's no easy way to digest it yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wait, how does Wi-Fi work?
You're generating radio frequencies, and I think it was Hedy Lamarr came up back in the 50s with frequency hopping, and that's a precursor to Wi-Fi and Bluetooth and stuff like that. It's a bunch of really wild stories about how all these things kind of came together.
That's so fascinating. It's funny because, like, God, I hate math so much, but I like in my mind, I keep picturing that Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory scene when they like with Mike TV becoming the little bits of candy in the air. I was like, that's my understanding of radio waves.
That's about right.
That's math. Yeah. That's kind of it, though.
So a lot of ghost hunters, paranormal people, like experts, they use like these devices that tap into radio frequencies to communicate with other entities, realms, and I know a lot of psychic mediums talk about like accessing different parts of consciousness. Like essentially this is also kind of all related under radio frequencies, right? Like you could argue that like there are so many frequencies and they're everywhere, and like we don't, just like the bottom of the ocean, we don't know maybe the full depth and range of all the frequencies that actually exist, and there could be some that are completely unperceivable to us, at least as mortals as of now.
Oh yeah, and we're flooded with a ton of different radio signals too. We're just a mess of just radio signals all over the place. It's kind of like light pollution when you're going to do astronomy. Like, don't do it in central Jersey because my God, all the lights and everything. But if you get out to like deep Arizona when there's nothing, you get to see everything. So
Wow.
Good luck trying to find an area that has no radio frequency so you can actually do something legitimate. But yeah, they're kind of just seeing differences, and it's really hard to tell what's going on with it. And it was a fascination for me for a while with this ghost hunting and doing EMF measurements, and
Right.
you're trying to do listening, and you're trying to get through all this, and it gets really into buggy math. You're doing effectively signal to noise analysis, but nobody's showing you the calculus to break it down and kind of shatter it up, and oh no, this could do this. So there's a ton more they could be doing, but it's very, I don't know. It seems like there's a little bit of that alchemy still around where they're kind of protecting the knowledge. You need to spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to go to a university to get the knowledge, to learn this, to do that. And it's...
And then they just change into a weapon of war.
Yeah, effectively.
Yeah. Next thing you know, you're working for Lockheed Martin.
Oh no, Raytheon's asking me for a job. No!
Colin's here.
Aw. But yeah, I wish more people would have more accessibility to that, but it is a very, very complicated field. And I'm sure that there's stuff that we can't see or haven't seen that we...
I bet the government has some scientists that know some shit that they're not telling us.
Well, not anymore. They probably laid them off.
Oh yeah, that's true. Now everyone's laid off.
Oh yeah.
There is now an unemployed scientist somewhere in Oklahoma that knows an awful lot.
Tinfoiled their basement and just...
Oh yeah, and they know why they're putting the tinfoil hat
Yeah.
on. They can tell you mathematically. Oh, this is why I have a tinfoil hat on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, are all these radio frequencies good for us? Like, I don't know.
It gets kind of into a weird area because you're measuring the energy of different ones. So like UV radiation's a big one, but there's no real difference. It's just different energies. Microwaves, UV radiation, light, sound, they're all waves in the air, and just the amount of energy between them. Like gamma rays are bad for you. They will have a ton of energy and they knock stuff out of your proteome, but so is UV. It'll mess with your skin, give you skin cancer, and kind of that you go lower on the field. You have infrared, where it's just burning your skin. You kind of move your way down.
Wild.
So,
Oh my gosh.
yeah,
it's
it's
so
a-
fascinating thinking about things through the lens of science. I feel like I don't do that.
There's so many fun toys you can play with in science, like with the EM meters. Oh yeah, do fun breakdown analysis. See what looks like. Are you getting a signal? Are they making something? You're listening for words. Nah. Break down and do an actual calculus-based Fourier transform on your signal. See what signals are in there. So I wish they would do more.
Sounds like fun.
There's a hard line. There just still seems to be a very hard line
Yeah.
between the science world and this. And when I did my science changeover, I was fascinated with James Randall. I forget what his name was. He was disproving all the, the charlatans that were like making stuff up, like, oh, we can make the body magnetic. But he only disproved stuff. He never tried to prove stuff too. And I wish there were people out there that were trying to prove it true.
Yeah, just for shits and giggles. Why not?
Exactly.
We need more positivity, less negativity in
just
the industry.
Try it out. See if it
a little
works.
fun, a little curiosity. I do feel like witchcraft is sort of like the the religion for the curious, because it's like it's very flexible. It's not as prescriptive as a lot of other,
Yeah, you can go anywhere. You don't have there's no school of witchcraft yet.
Right. Well, there's like different sects. There's different religions within witchcraft, different practices that a lot are closed, but like, yeah, in terms of a universal, like general witchcraft school, no, there's no Harry Potter world. There's no witchcraft and wizardry. I think like also, and this is again very generalizing, but I do think also people who are drawn to witchcraft or exploring those worlds are also more comfortable with the not knowing. Like, I think like the trust and the going back to that faith and belief, like we don't know why lighting a green candle helps bring in more money, but we just trust that it will. Like,
right.
And again, not to get too religion-y.
No, but that's been a big thing with me too. It's belief is the power. If you believe something is going to happen, it will 100% happen.
Yeah.
If you believe it with the entirety of your being and soul, it's going to happen.
And I think that ties back though to like energy, like what you're talking about, like frequencies, right? Like The Secret exists, like manifestation exists, like Buddhism has meditation. Like this is kind of a common belief, I think, that you see across a lot of different practices and cultures. But like the way we think and approach our lives, different subjects, different people, even if it's subconscious, even you could say, oh, well, it's like if you believe you'll get that job interview, you're going to walk into the interview more confident. You're going to prepare, and be more prepared. You're going to dress nicer. If you believe you're not going to get that interview, you're going to come in a bit defeated. You might not take good care of yourself. You might not take the effort to do the research. So of course you won't get it. You could argue all of these kind of like logical, arguments about why mental belief works or manifestation works or however, but I think the end result is still, it can absolutely work.
Oh, absolutely. And there's belief in science too. There's a sect. I don't know. Maybe that's putting too fine a point on it, but there are a bunch of deep Christians that believe that when they go through science, at the end, they will discover God. That is their deal. Not the Christian scientists.
I was gonna say, wait, not Christian scientists.
Whole other
they're like anti-science.
Yeah, Mary Baker Eddy did a number on all of us. But yeah, they believe very, very deeply, and this was kind of my early beliefs too. Because be in the priesthood, why not? That follow a path, and I still have faith every day. But at the end, I'm gonna find God. I will titrate my way to God. So there's no reason why everybody else can't have that too. Have your belief and keep going. And don't stop believing, as Journey told us, but like do a little science too. Mix it in.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, like what is it? Is it chaos witchcraft? That's where you take notes on what works and then just use what worked over and over again.
Yeah,
I mean, that's basically a version of the scientific method.
It's science. It's witchy science. Yeah.
I mean, I hate to be this person, but I'm going to do it just because. But as a reminder, this podcast is for entertainment purposes only. And we do all believe in going to the doctor. You cannot manifest away.
No, I was just going to say, like, I think that's the best thing is like blending science with.
Yeah, you need both.
You need both. Well, like, I think also kind of what you're getting at, Tim, with all these beautiful, really wonderful specific examples is that science in itself is inherently witchy. Like in witchcraft in itself is inherently scientific. Like they are actually all part one and the same. They're all under the umbrella that we talk about. It's just the approach and the terms we use, but they are actually not separate and divorced at all. It is all about discovery and exploration, trial and error to affect outcomes that we might and understand the world around us. Like that is at its core witchcraft and science.
Exactly. Yeah. They're not two sides of the same coin. They are the coin. That's the whole thing right here. So
yeah. I think and I feel like this is what I'm hearing you say also, but I feel like there's sort of this sense that they have to be separate, like that, you know, folk beliefs and that kind of stuff are on this total other, like there's a wall between them and what science is. And then like if you read anything about like where like what do we do when a new disease comes out, one of the first things you're going to do is look at like what people who are from like where the disease is endemic have done as like folk practices. That's how we got aspirin. We had to multiply it by like 200, but like it was in a leaf someone was using to treat heart conditions.
Yeah, and it still happens too. There's still a lot of drug discoveries coming from plant purification and analysis, and I think this might work. I think these decades ago, but like foxglove was big for a while, and they're like, I think this has anti-cancer properties, and you just discover these things. And what is different between doing that analysis and actually just making essence of foxglove?
Yeah. I think that it's much more comfortable for people to believe that there's a line after which something is science, and really there's a lot of gray area in terms of like watch The Nick. Go watch The Nick if you don't know what I'm talking about, and like come back and talk to me. Which is it's a TV show about like early surgeons in the early 1900s, and you will feel much less confident in the whole doctor system after watching a little bit of that.
But still go to the doctor.
Still go to the doctor. I'm not saying don't. I'm just saying it's a lot of people fucking around and figuring it out.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's kind of been my experience too. Not to go into a whole sidetrack, but my mother's gone through a whole cancer thing, and there's a big portion of it where the people who are taking care of you have to figure out your medication. And you're just kind of like dialing it all in, like, oh, you're nauseous? Okay, we're figuring this out. Okay, let's try this. We'll do this combination here. Oh, it works for a day. Oh, no, we need to keep doing it. And you're still playing science witchcraft, you know?
Yeah, putting ingredients in and hoping that you get out a result that you want.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all trial and error. Gosh, I had like so many other questions and they all flew out of my head. I'm sundowning so much earlier these days.
I got one for you. Let me in there.
Yeah, please.
So, Tim, you talked a little bit about how you started with crystals. What does your witchy practice look like now? And like, who are you in the witchy world? How do you feel?
I've been a lot. So I guess like my family, it's all had like weird stuff happen. Like, my mother has prophetic dreams. Like to a very creepy extent. Her whole thing with hers was it happens all the time. She'll have a dream about tornadoes, and that day or the next day something tragic will happen. So it was like before my grandfather died, before my grandmother died, before her divorce, before bad shit happened to me. She would call me on the phone and she'd go, I had a tornado dream. It's like, shit now? Oh, life was so good. And then something would happen. But we'd always get that like 1 day warning. My brother, our house, which the one I'm in now actually, ridiculously haunted when we were kids. My brother and I saw stuff constantly. He would see the guy with no eyes, which freaked me out.
No, not the guy with no eyes.
No.
That was this whole thing. I'm like, dude, don't say that. And I'm like 8. So it got so bad that because we're a good Catholic Italian family, my mother got a priest to bring water from Lourdes down to bless the house.
Wow.
And then everything changed. It was a lot more benign. So then it would turn from like seeing like very scary things to like them fucking with us. So like they would close doors at like 3 a.m, or we have a banister with like a bunch of spindles. So like when there's nobody in the house or we're all asleep, you'll just hear somebody running their hands down and going brrr in the middle of the night, and it was just the funniest shit. So
yes, funny. Yes, so funny.
I'm amused by it. It went from very terrifying to benign.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's something.
Still this active today, or has it calmed down?
Moderately. It still slams the doors every so often. It's been a little while. I haven't been here in a while, so I haven't heard any about it. But yeah, it's still kind of there. Just you feel something is there every so often. You'll feel like a cold like portion of the house that has no windows or it's just surrounded by walls. Yeah, every so often but it's all benign. It used to be terrifying, but now.
It's calmed down a little since the water from Lourdes arrived.
Yeah, exactly.
And that is science.
Yeah, and then it was a bunch of mediums I saw when I was a kid. I had a bunch of friends who were kind of like into that little world, and they were all very much like, there's something weird about you. You do.
That's the neurodivergency talk.
That was early diagnostics. But yeah, and it just kind of comes in waves. It was, science for a long time. That's the only thing, and then it was like, oh, no, it's not that anymore. So now it's really just, it's a lot of meditation, finding clarity in moments. a little bit of energy work. I didn't do a ton of Reiki stuff, but a little bit here and there. It helps. It's fun to work on. Yeah, it's really what it is now. It's a lot of just like energy work, a little bit of tarot to kind of get clarity. My kind of belief is I don't mess around with the rules too much anymore because I've broken the rules a few times and bad things have happened.
Ooh, tell us about
I was
that.
going to say,
Actually.
I was
going to let that pass, but what am I saying? What am I doing?
No. Please divulge. Are you open to telling us about one of those?
I'll give you the broad strokes because I'm moderately embarrassed about my life 20 something years ago.
No.
Aren't we all?
Yeah, but yes, aren't we all?
Yeah, right. So I was interested in somebody and we were like just fooling around for a while. Not really anything. And then I was like, I caught feelings. And I was like, hey, I caught feelings. And they were like, not me. So then I was like, oh no, I'm going to work on this. I would like this to be a thing. So I did some things and
No, you did not. Magick, you did a love spell?
Yeah, effectively.
Damn.
Against every rule.
Yeah.
Every rule goes don't. And karma bit me in the ass because I got exactly what I wanted and I got punished by my sins.
Oh no.
Yeah, both of our lives ended up just like stopping.
No.
Yeah.
Damn.
It was bad, super toxic, super terrible. And yeah, so I'll never do that shit again.
I was going to say, what was the Disney movie that taught us that? Like the genie in Aladdin said first thing, like no bringing anyone back from the dead, no love spells. Like
yeah, but you know, it's like if you tell me not to do something, it's the first thing I'm going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's how you ended up a chemist engineer.
Exactly.
And how I ended up in acting school.
Yeah, so I will
living off spite.
It's a fuel. So yeah, I will never break the rules again. So I don't like try to do anything for money or anything like that. So
okay.
Yeah, that's kind of my like line. I'll do it for free for whoever, whenever. But
I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're doing it for a profit, because Charmed warned us.
Yeah, that's right. You get Charmed to warn us. They
had very strict rules on Charmed.
Out.
Yeah.
I kind of believe him. Melissa Milano is very convincing.
What a gem. Talk about an Italian gem.
Exactly.
So I wanted to ask you, because we talked so much about energy. What do you think happens to us when we die?
Oh God,
one of my favorite questions to ask our guests.
I did a lot of thinking on this one. Like Tibetan Book of the Dead stuff when I was like younger and like obsessed with death and like death rituals and like how everybody does everything.
Look at you, baby goth.
And I think what it boils down to is what you think you're gonna get,
Oh.
What you have planned for and what you believe is going to happen will 100% happen to you when you die. So like the Tibetan prayers over the Book of the Dead, like I'm gonna give you paradise, we're gonna talk about this, we're gonna work your way through, you've done all of these things, you get the reward you want.
Interesting.
Which terrifies me.
Yeah.
I am not prepared at all.
I have never heard, I just hit my mic with my head. I've never heard that answer ever. No one has ever, I've never heard that. That's like wild to me.
Yeah, it just makes sense. There's nothing else that I don't think anybody's been right, but everybody's been pretty close.
So do you think that means like evangelical Christians who hate gays and think they're going to heaven are going to go to heaven?
They're going to their heaven, yeah.
Or at least in their experience, in their final moments as they die.
Yeah, and if
everything slows down and winks out.
Yeah.
Exactly. But also, like, if you have, and this is like the Egyptian Kemetic part of me, is screaming like what you believe in your heart. So if you have guilt in your heart at the end, you're getting tortured.
Yeah, it has to be a true belief, not like just an intellectual hope. Yeah.
Right. I can't go back to Catholicism in the last 5 minutes and be like, let's go, baby.
Yeah, sorry. Anubis didn't that hard.
Yeah. Anubis knows your true heart, right?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, yeah. You're getting that heavily. So yeah, that's the deep belief. You get what you want. You get what you think you're going to get. This
brings up like so many emotions for me because I feel like this people who may have be in a hard place mentally and like feel like they don't deserve to have peace and happiness, like this this actually I feel like I have to sit with this a bit because it's kind of like blowing my mind right now of like because it's all like I believe personally right now that we're energy and energy never dies and it just changes, and like I can't really speak to what I don't think it's going to be what at least for this is mine, right? My afterlife will not be like a mortal walking around in a body talking to people. It's like amorphous and air and energy and like I go back to the universe and like the
Go become a
conscious
cliff
setting.
and a star and stuff.
What?
I said go become a cliff and a star and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna be like Mufasa in the sky. You know, like I just
Yeah.
you're not your consciousness as you know it ceases to exist. You just kind of become part of the wind, you know? So I don't know. Like my point on this is just it's all who's to say? Like it's all a mental fuckery.
As a quick aside, if anyone else is thinking about going through a little baby goth phase, I really enjoyed the book Smoke Gets in Your Eyes, which is a lady who worked in a crematorium wrote about like that experience and also like different death rituals and that kind of thing. It was a great little book.
Oh, I'm gonna pick that up.
I have heard of this. I need to read that. I need to read that. That's
and it's
awesome.
funny, which is nice. You know, like
Yeah.
A little lighthearted, yeah.
yeah. A little lighthearted cremation related material.
I was just talking about a friend like with this. Like I really love cemeteries. Like I think they're so peaceful and they're so beautiful, and the way that we as humans honor our dead is really fascinating. So I would love to read that. But also I don't know if this is neurodivergency or like an Aquarius part of my chart, but I always look at the way that we live as like fascinating mortals. Like everything is so like, oh, what an interesting species we are that we can create these rituals and we do these things and Hallmark exists. You know, I think it's fascinating.
Did you say Hallmark exists?
How funny the walking apes send cards with little greetings. That's so interesting. I'm like my ADHD is showing. It's like
I hear that.
Contextualization. It's like, oh yeah, why do we do that? Why do we do that?
Yeah, but that's like I think also that science mentality of like why? Ooh, that's fascinating. Like
why do we do that?
The gentle human, Homo
exactly.
sapien. Somehow thinks they're different because of physical characteristics. That's so
exactly. You're separated. One of the things that like, cause I was, as going through life, one of the short stories that really had a big effect on me on what happens after you die. I forget the title of it entirely. Something like The Egg or something like that. And the premise is you die and you end up in this void and you kind of have somebody explaining to you what's going on. It turns out you have to live every single human life before you can move on. You are everyone that has ever been or will be. You have to go through every one of those.
I don't want to.
And man, that really messes with your empathy for a little while. You're like, oh man, my road rage is terrible. I should stop.
Well, I think it must be a Jersey thing because Tim is also very good friends with my husband Matt. You Jersey boys and your road rage. I've never seen anything like it.
They grew up on the road. They're for the road.
He sent me a text today saying it took 18 minutes to get out of the Costco parking lot. I was
yeah, he was very mad today.
Burn it to the dirt, man.
When we drive together, he gets annoyed at someone going slow. I was like, what if it's an old lady? What if that was me being cautious or like they're being fast? I'm like, what if they have diarrhea, babe? Like just
yeah.
Everybody has a struggle. Come on.
Have a little empathy.
Exactly.
But yeah, some people are true just assholes on the road too. So I get that. Oh my gosh. I feel like we're getting close to time. We need to pull a card.
Oh, yeah, we should pull a card. Yeah. You're right.
God, there's so much that we need to talk that I want to continue talking about.
Wait. Okay, just fast. What's geomancy?
Yeah, I was going to ask about that. Geomancy real quick.
It's a type of divination. It has its roots in the Arabic systems, and it's really just a type of divination. Just kind of get answers. There's a ton of writing on it, and the community has been going strong on the internet since like the inception of the internet. So these great forums that you can just dive through, but it's a very, very fervent community. Like there are very strong beliefs in this. But
what do you use to divine?
Yeah, is it rocks?
It's symbology, actually. So you actually use symbols to divine your way through it. I've only spent a little time in that universe, but it's kind of amazing. And there's a little bit of that. There's a little bit of energy and land and earth kind of in there too. So the story of how it kind of came about, I'm still kind of working my way through, but it was like very much an origin story where the divine comes down and shows a mortal, hey, this is how you can use these symbols to divine will and favor. But it kind of cuts through for millennia. I mean, this is like predates all the Abrahamic religions by forever. So it's a very, very interesting world to dive into, and it's very well published. So
Can you give us an example of how, like, just like hypothetically, how it would work? Like, where do you see these? Like, it's just symbols you see in everyday life, like, or
No, there's specific symbols that you'll use to divine. You do a bit of a geometric pattern, and that is your placard effectively for divining the knowledge that you need to divine. It feels like a mix of like divining rod divining, tarot, symbology, a little bit of the mathology. No, it's the arithmancy kind of thing. So all those kind of blend together, and you can kind of see how this, if you take a portion of this and just go off, you can find your own little school. So you can kind of see where this kind of generates a lot of different divining aspects.
cool.
Amazing. Okay, thank you for that. It was I wanted to make sure that we touched on that before, just
I
because,
know.
like,
Yeah.
you know,
Maybe-
like, okay, listeners, now you can go Google it, I guess.
Yeah, maybe we'll dive into that in
I'm not saying
another.
go Google it, guys, but there's I've played in the world. I've played there.
Dabbled.
Box, and it's fun, but I don't want to do it a disservice by giving you a half a story.
Yeah.
But it's very fascinating, and it's the origin story and just seeing stuff from before when religions kind of took over everything and wiped everything out. It's kind of beautiful to have this little piece that still exists from that time, from the before times.
Amazing. All right, thank you so much for sharing that.
Yeah. Also, please ignore that I said, "What is it, rocks?" Because that's really embarrassing.
I thought that too. I was like, I thought the
Geometry fits,
lines on the
yeah.
earth, like the Mercator projection or something, somehow. I don't know.
Oh, I thought you just like throw rocks on the ground. I don't know. I was like geomancy.
Or that could have been
geology.
that. That's why I wanted to know.
Yeah.
Like a ley line kind of thing, and you can kind of go from that too. So
We didn't even get to talk about ley lines. Oh, that was the other thing I wanted to ask you about. Okay, wait, real quick. Tell people what ley lines are because we have not talked about that.
they're actually lines of energy that have been mapped onto the land based on the geological mathematics. But my belief is that human presence and action and energy cause ley lines to be formed. So like, it's going to sound really stupid, but the Garden State Parkway is a big ley line because you have thousands of people bringing their angry energy onto the parkway every
That Jersey
day.
road rage.
So how do you not feel that when you're rolling through this? I mean, people are furious. Nobody's happy when they're driving through Jersey.
No.
I'm so
Nobody's
sold
just like
on
happy
that.
wanderer just doing this. So that's
I
part
assume
of it.
there's another one right by what is it, Milford in Connecticut, that's always got the slowdown.
God, the Merritt Parkway. The Merritt Parkway is where all evil is born.
Yeah. That's the source of misery in this world.
That is
Honestly.
so fascinating. I mean,
So we kind of make our own ley lines too.
Mm.
And you can just kind of tap into those. You kind of feel the energy as you're going through when you have a path that people are constantly walking through, just in nature. Just pause for a minute and be like, oh yeah, there's a ton of people that have been walking through here and they're carrying this kind of energy in it.
I
It's a little-
totally believe in that.
But yeah, it's
Yes.
a little Reiki-ish, but yeah, I think that's what ley lines are also. So
Yeah. I feel like a really good example of like energy transference is my one friend was talking to me about this. Like his brother was super, super depressed and he was like kind of holed up in his room for months and just really, going through it. He was like, I think late teens, he was going through like a teenage depression like we all do. And
Classic.
one time, like, and when you walk in, he would say like one time he walked into his room and his brother was not in the room. Like the room was empty, but you could feel his energy. You could feel that heaviness in the room itself. And so again, like people could argue like, oh, like, well, smells but like I think like, but I do think and another example is like at the Holocaust Museum in DC, I went there for a school field trip in high school, and you have an option to walk through a train car that was used to transport prisoners to Auschwitz. I did walk through it, and when you walk through it, you feel like absolutely you could feel the energy shift. Just it was like colder as well inside that car, and like the car was open, it wasn't enclosed, there was no HVAC within it. And again, you could argue that it's psychosomatic or whatever, but I totally believe in
something
in
that
energy
tragic
like that.
has to leave an impression.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just, how do you not respond to that? That's
Yeah.
And I think if more people were more observant of the energies that are around them, I think things would be a little bit better.
Well, it's something.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah, word times a million. Like something one of our many timed guests and friends, Emily Grote, who's a psychic medium, has said. She's like, one of her go-to mantras is like, "Is this yours?" And so often she talks about like the energy and the emotions that we feel are not really ours. Usually, that's usually something else we're picking up on, and internalizing, so it's like you said, the parkway, it's like you get on the parkway and you're angry. Is that anger really yours? Is that I totally believe it's a ley line. If any of you have driven on the New York Jersey Parkway, I'm sure you can agree, like it's bad energy there, like or the Mayor Parkway or whatever. I'm sure every state has a highway like this, like just is it really your energy or not?
Give it
And
a
when you
little
feel it,
thought.
can you step outside of it and not let yourself be controlled by it?
Definitely. And if you're just observant of it and give your own positive energy to it, see what happens. Put a little energy in a battery out there, that kind of thing.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Okay,
maybe bury a crystal along it just in case.
Yeah, bury crystal along.
Bury some crystals. Make a little network.
Later, I want to know the list of crystals you got rid of because I'm so sad. I really want those crystals.
It's tragic. There were some really good ones in there too.
Oh, girl.
Damn.
Okay.
Damn.
Tim, why don't you pull a card for us and our listeners from the deck you're currently mad at?
Let me.
What tarot deck is this?
Oh, this is the. Hold on. This is the Star String Tarot by Eliza Kingsbury. If she's listening.
Oh. Hi, Eliza.
Yes,
It's a
she's
very
a long
nature
time
cosmos and the energy style, and I dig the art style too. So I got a little kick out of it. What did I pull for you? Oh, the Hermit.
Oh.
So
I love this deck. I've seen this deck before.
This is a lot of
I
the
want
art
this
is
deck.
just gorgeous.
That is gorgeous.
Good. Here, let me pull a few more of the
It's
cards.
like
you
the card is Tim, you'll have to take a picture of this and send it to us.
guys.
But
Yes.
the artwork is black and white, and like the Hermit is like a completely black card with a little
Firefly.
lightning bug in the middle.
Lightning bug.
Cute.
And I don't
I
have
love
my
the
cards
idea.
memorized, so let me look this up and I'll tell you.
The lightning bug being representative of the Hermit, I think is so nice, like being the light in the dark.
Just a little tiny light in a dark spot. Yeah.
Yeah. From what I remember, Hermit's one of my favorite cards. I have a T-shirt with the Hermit on it. It's like taking that time to consciously like remove yourself from outside society and action in order to, but it's a period of rest, but it's like active rest. It's not so much about like that depressive teenage state that we talked about. It's more of like, let me go and look for within to do the healing and the work that I need to before I can like, join back into the fray. And that light, that the lantern that you see in the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck, and then that light from the lightning bug, I think also represents like that inner guiding light or spirituality or like knowledge seeking, so how do you, I don't know, that's like what I think.
We should all go look inward very briefly.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to go to the woods for a bit before you can do anything else.
Honestly.
Yeah. Well, anything to add to that, Emily?
Oh, yeah. No, I thought, were you looking up in the guidebook what it said?
Yeah.
It can be nice to hear what the deck
Yeah, we love to hear
says
what
about itself,
It is about self-reflection, introspection, withdrawal, solitude, the search for self was the big one. Disconnect from the crowds and the noise, apparently. I like this. Walking through the dark night of the unconscious, guided only by the low light of the northern star.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a good time to do that. It's still winter here. It's
a hermit phase, in terms of like, that's what the planet wants.
Exactly. There was a full moon last night that was gigantic.
Oh my gosh.
I think we have a planetary alignment this month too.
Gorgeous.
So that'll be happening soon.
Yeah. Ooh,
And it's been a crazy year, so sometimes a little hermit time can be helpful before you join back in.
Honestly, it's early in the year, and my God, it's been a year already.
How has it only been a month?
Yeah, it's very Lemon It's Tuesday, Or what is that from the Lemon It's January? Yeah, no, it's
he says like Lemon It's May, but he's also I think said Lemon It's Tuesday. I say that all the time. Tim, how can people find you? You also are a photographer. You're an artist. You have many, many talents. You do fiber arts.
I think somebody described it as I collect hobbies. And that's what I've been doing.
You're an artist.
Your hobby is hobbies. That's great.
Yeah, my hobbies. I love it. Yes, that's exactly it. No, I've restarted the photography stuff. I've gone into I've removed myself from the dating world. I'm seeing somebody now. We're all doing photography stuff, developing things. So I'm like, I love this again. I forgot. But you can find me. Look to the North Star and yell really loud. I'll answer back. Or on Instagram, a cowboy chemist. I don't post anything. I just lurk. But you can judge my art and feel free to send me messages, threats. I answer all threats. So.
Yeah.
Please threaten.
Well,
me.
that makes one
Please
of us.
be nice to Tim.
I'm fragile and Piscean. I don't know things. What's that line from Portlandia? I'm just a little baby. What's money? No.
That's Broad City, but yes.
Was it
Fred
Broad City? Okay.
Fred Armisen, same actor.
I thought.
I'm just a little baby.
Just a little baby.
Amazing. Well, we will tag you. Take a photo, please, of the hermit card.
Oh,
We'll
yes, I
tag you
shall.
on our Instagram as well at Witchcast Podcast.
Definitely.
If you want to yell at Tim, please just email us instead, and we'll pass it along. No,
Yeah, you can
We'll
yell
protect
through
it.
us at witchcastpodcast@gmail.com.
exactly. And we'll also post links to everything as well on our website, witchcastpodcast.com too.
And while you're out there on the internet, you can always leave us 5-star review. That's legal. It's allowed. You could yell it at the North Star also. We do accept reviews that way.
We prefer them, if you want to use some techmancy and put it on the internet, that would be even better. But we'll take
highly
5-star and then
encouraged.
yell. Yeah.
Yeah.
exactly.
And until next time, hex yeah!
'Cause it's Witchcast.